we are happy to announce that we are in the collaboration with DSC NMAMIT and IMSEC and NSSCE. We are all together here and with the DSC ADGITM. So in this Android Study Jam, which was started in 2020 and we are continuing in 2021, it's great. And it's till 25th of January. In this session, we are going to the hands-on session of the Android in the world of Kotlin. Here we introduce the Kotlin in the field of Android, and we somehow put our hands on over the front end like button, view, and all of that stuff. We tell you about the navigations, how to change the icon and name, and also the image adding into the app, and some of the live apps we are going to build like dice rotating and many more. Okay, friends. So what is Android? For right now, I am just giving the glimpse because many of you are new. And for this program is started by the Google before the past 1.5 month before. So it is 50 days program where you get the all documentation of the Kotlin provided by the Google, and you are getting the certification also. There's lots of quiz and interesting stuff which you are going to get from there. And there's the two track of the Android Study Jam. First one is the prior to programming, where you learn the basics of the Kotlin. That's just the basic of the Kotlin. And another one is the prior to the experience, where you learn about how the Kotlin world is there in the Android. So next one is just sorry for the interruption. So in the new programming track, there are some basic skills you need, like computer skills and just math skills. You can start from there. There you learn about the basics of the Kotlin, like how to run for loop and this thing only. And after that, there is new to programming track. After that, there is a prior programming track where you learn hands-on session over the world of the Android in the Kotlin, like you learn about the layouts and everything there. Here we are covering some of the stuffs like navigations and the state management and everything. So there is also a API management and this stuff also. So you can easily learn. You have to collect all the batches. Like there, whenever you complete that, you get the batch, and you have to collect the all batches. After collecting all the batches, you are getting the certificates over that. So what is the need of doing like what are the requirements? You just need a computer, installed Android Studio, and an active internet connection. That's all. You get this type of certificate after completing the prior to programming track. And one of the greatest thing here is if you build the app over the Kotlin, and that one, if that's a good app, so you get a chance to get the hype over the social media handler of the Google. The Google will host the that app over its social media handler with your name. So this is all about the world of Kotlin. We are going to the hands-on session where we invited the Nikunj to continue the session over the world of Android in the Kotlin. Before that, I am just uh, going to tell you about how to set up the Android Studio. Just type Android Studio over here and go to the first link. And download it from the here. And after downloading that, you have to just click on the next button and it will open up. When you start your Android Studio, I have some pre-built projects, so it's showing this. You got the new screen like I am showing right now. When you first start your Android Studio, you will look like this. Okay, you have to select the empty activity. There is a much more activity, like you have the basic activity where you get the basic layout, some of the bottom navigation where you get the bottom navigation activity. within that. But right now we are just taking the empty activity and click over the next. Here you can apply the name of your application. Let's make it roll your dice. Okay, please select the language Kotlin because all the program is in the Kotlin, and just click over the finish. Please wait for a while. It will start building your project. While working over the Android Studio, you have to be patient. Like it might be slower sometimes because it needs some RAM. Okay, so you have to be patient while working over it. And it's build a new project. Please wait for the Gradle sync until the Gradle build was there. From here, you can also set up the your virtual device where you can try to run your app. You have to just click on the create, and you can here select your phone, then click on next. Download your Android, which whatever you want, and just click over the next. It will come like here, and you have to run in this from here. So for right now, I just welcome Nikunj to continue the session. That's all for today for me. Nikunj?
Yeah, so let me share my screen. Please let me know if my screen is visible or not.
Yes, your screen is visible.
So yeah, I'm facing some issues I think on YouTube side. Please check if I am audible or not. Please let me know in comments, am I audible or not?
Maybe
Please
no.
let me know.
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, so thanks for letting me know. Now I will share my screen. So this is our Android Studio, as you can see, and this is our app. Now here we will go to resources section. This res represents resources, and here is our layout. And layout has three activities right now. By default there is only one, activity.main, activity main XML. So this will include our basic code, basic layout. I have already written the layout, but for you I will explain this. So I'm using constraint layout here. As you can see, this is the by default layout in Android Studio. And in this layout, we need to constraint some things. There are two methods with the help of which we can build layout. First one is drag and drop method. If I need to add something like a view or view group. First of all, let me tell you what is view and what is view group. Then after that, we will move on to this part. So what is a view? A view is something in which we can show it on our screen, and it does not contain any other view. But view groups can contain other views, like if we talk about layout like constraint layout is our view group, or a relative layout or linear layout. There are so many types of layouts. These all are view groups which contain views in them, like buttons, text views, edit views. These are all views which can be added in the view groups. to work them, we always need a view group for all of them. I hope everything is going right. I think. Yeah, let me know if there is anything that I need to work on. Okay. So here I drag a button from this side. I can search for anything like text view or anything that I need to add. So here comes my results. Text view, autocomplete text view, multi autocomplete text view, and check text view, texture view. So I need the first one. So I will drag it this one and just add it here. So after this, here you can see what are the attributes for this one. I will just adjust this part. Yeah. So here you can see the constraints are given. We need to add, click on this buttons so that these can be added and fixed here. Like I just fixed this one and adjust its length from the parent. Now I will constrain this one. It's like we are attaching something, we are binding the strings to the parent so that it won't move further. Otherwise, it will keep moving, and there is no specific location where it will show you on the screen at the end. Okay, so that's why use these constraints. At least you need to add a horizontal constraint and a vertical constraint to make it right. Otherwise, it will show error here. Like these are the warnings, and this is error. When you see the exclamation mark, this one caused the error. Okay, because we haven't constrained the button yet. Here you can see we haven't constrained the button yet, and it is showing here that constraints 0. Now, as soon as I will click on this add button, uh, there's some issue with Android Studio. Actually, Android Studio is quite heavy software, so that's why laptop sometimes hang. So bear with me and let me know if you guys are able to understand or not. Please keep posting your doubts in comment section. Yeah, so as soon as I click on this positive button, I can cross it up and I will click it again. So here you can see 125 is showing. That is the length of from the parent to the right side. Okay. Now it is showing one constraint and showing me which one is constrained by me. Now I will add this one and it is attached to the text view. It is showing 31 and here comes our second constraint. Now you can see that the error sign is gone and we are getting only warning. So this means we at least need to constrain a horizontal and a vertical point. There are 4 points for every view. I hope you got this point. But according to me, this is not a right preference to do this constraint thing and to put drag and drop things. For me, I will delete these things and I will code here. Coding part is really easy. If I need to add any view, so what will I do? I will just open a angular bracket and I will choose anything like if I want to add an image above. So what will I do? I will use image view. I will go for image view and here it comes automatically. These layout width and layout height are the important parameters that I need to specify. Like I will go for wrap content right now because the wrap content fit all the contents in this one and you don't need to provide any length or height to that part. So you don't need to specify in here. Here you can provide some constraints and I will go for this top constraint as I'm keeping it on the top. Yeah, so top to top of parent. as I'm attaching it with the parent. So here I am mm, writing parent. Now I will add another constraint, which will be from left to left. That is left of view to the left of parent. Similarly, I will go for the right one. You are checking this out that we are getting all the recommendations in below. So it is quite easier for you to choose anything. You don't need to write everything. You just need to select from here. Similarly, I have added this image view. Here I am providing this ID. ID are used to bind the data from layout to our code. There are always two sides of a screen. When you are watching an app, the first screen will show you the layout, but in the back end, what are the functionalities working on? How the functionalities are working? That all code part is in our classes part here. So these two should be binded together. With the help of these find view by ID function, we can bind this ID with our code. I will come to this part later. First of all, I will explain you this. Let me go to first screen. Yeah. So here is a split method too. We can see that what are we writing, and here it will come automatically. So I haven't assigned any image to this image view yet. So what will I use? I will use SRC. Android SRC will provide me a chance to put an image in this image view. So I will use the by default provided image here. Yeah, this one. Okay, so it's not showing because I have used the background image. I will go for the ground image. Yeah. Okay, let me choose from the MIP map. Here I will get name mode. Yeah, okay, it's not showing here, but sometimes this not shows here, but in the design it's there. As you can see, the design view is there. Now we will try to constrain that part. Now I have constrained top part, left part, right part. But again, this image view that is constrained to the top of parent is overlapping. So what we can do is instead of using top, we will provide here to bottom, top to bottom of parent. No, we will provide the ID of this one. So for ID, I will write ID simply and just add write something like default image. This is my ID, default image. So I write here default image. Now my above image is attached with this here. As you can see, I am hovering here. So you can see this constrained part. If I select this one, you won't see this because I have constrained from the below image, not the above image. Now, if I will write here to constraint bottom to top of image. Yeah, so now it is showing that I have constrained this too. Are you getting my point? Any doubt till now? Let me know if you guys have any doubt. Same. Is there any doubt that I need to look upon?
No doubts till now.
Okay, so
You can
let me move forward.
uh,
Sorry,
please wait for a
let
second.
me.
Other DSCs also, if they have any doubts and their students have any doubt, you can ask me from here. We are there to solve your all doubts.
Okay, so now moving forward, here I have used the padding. Now, what is the difference between padding and margin? Both work like same. In a normal, we say that padding and the margin are both same. But when we are making layouts, what is the difference between both of them? So if we talk about difference, here comes padding. Padding is the view spacing between views. Like if I am talking about this padding part, so here it is 30 dp extra. 30 dp is like spacing unit for this layout. But if I talk about margin, let me show you the margin part. Margin bottom, margin bottom 50 dp. Now here you will see that our margin is 50. So it is going to this part. This is our margin. Are you checking this out? If I will go on roll and write the margin, margin bottom 50 dp. So here you will see that the margin is from bottom only. Or wait, let me constrain from bottom this one. Margin will work only when you have constrained the bottom part. Oh, when you are using that bottom part to be constrained. Constraint bottom to bottom of parent. So I have constricted this button to the bottom and I have used margin as 50 dp. So here it comes 50 dp of margin. For now, I don't need require these, so I will just remove these two. I hope you all understood the difference between padding. Padding is between views, and the margin is between the spacing of views or the constrained part where we have used defined the outer layout. Yeah, so now moving on to the next part, we have covered this image, but now we will move on to this text view part. Yeah, so I have provided this ID result text, and the text is by default hello world. I have used that. We will work on that text in our code. Now moving on, I have constructed this view top to bottom, bottom to top, left to right, and right to right. That is right to right, left to left, uh, bottom to top, and top to bottom. I hope you all understood this part. Now I will tell you about these constraints. These are text size, text color, and text style. I can just write text and all the text alignments, caps, appearance, all these things come here in recommendation. You can choose anything that you need. Like I will text alignment keep center so that it comes in center only. Yeah, and I have kept the margin 30 dp from below. Okay. Now moving on to our button. So what is button? Button is something when we click on a button, then it performs some kind of action that depends on our code that what action will be performed. Okay. Now if it here I have defined wrap content for layout width and layout height. These two fields are always common for everyone, and these are the most important fields in every kind of layout, not only in constraint layout, but in every kind of layout. Here you can see like constraint layout contain all these views. Constraint layout is ending here, and in between constraint layout, these all views lies. But what if initialize any view outside the layout? Like we talked about, for views we need a view group, but here I am trying to code a button outside this. Will it work? Let's see. It's showing error. You can see multiple root tags. It's showing me error and it's not working here. So we can't define image view or any view outside the view group. We need a view group for to define our views in it. Okay. Now I think we should move on to coding part. If there is any doubt, let me know. Yeah, one more thing that I would like to cover, that text color. Here is our text color. I have by default, let me give it 000. 000 is black hex code. So if I need to change any text color here and I don't know the hex code, so what I will do, I will just click on this button, and here I have the whole color palette. I can select any color that I want. I will go for blue or red. So currently it looks nice with red color, so I will leave it to red. Yeah, so this is the basic layout. Yeah, this image won't be changed. This is by default image that I have declared right now in front of you. Okay, so now move on to the next part. Here comes our string file. This string file contains our app name, and for now this is dice roll. This will be show on our top or outside the icon, below the icon, sorry. So this will show dice roll in our app. We can change it like dice roll or dice only if we need to, like this. That depends on our use or usability. Here is our manifest file. Manifest file is something which contains the whole information of our app. It has uses information, what kind of information the app requires. Like every part is not by default accessed with the help of your Android Studio. So for that purpose, we need to provide some information. Like if I need to access an image, so for that I will try to manage external storage and internal storage and other things. There are so many permissions that we can provide. Read external storage, read storage. These are so many permissions that we can use and we can try them. So these things can be tried by you. I will not use them right now. I have just consisted the internet permission because we will later on go to intent part. Okay. And here is our allow backup true icon. If we want to change our icon of the app, then we can do it from here. Like I want to provide the image of dice, as we are making dice roller app. Okay, so I will provide this initial label at the rate string app name. This label is our app name, and it is getting our app name from string file that I have shown you earlier, this one. Here we have defined all our activities. Now we don't need to do that by ourselves manually. This is the thing that automatically done by the manifest file. You don't need to do anything. Not by manifest file, it is done by Gradle system. When what is Gradle now? There is a new term which we have, Gradle. So Gradle is an autonomous build system testing system, or we can say that it binds our data to. It compiles, debugs, it helps in debugging too. So Gradle is an autonomous system which performs all these tasks and gives us the output. If there are errors, then it will be shown in our logcat, and we can try to debug with the help of this. Okay. Now moving in, yeah. So one more thing here that I need to tell you. Like if I have initialized my main activity and I don't want to, I want other activity to be the launcher file. Launcher file means the first file that we will look upon when the app opens. So I can just change the category. Here I have provided the category dot launcher. We can change the category on any activity. Like if I want to provide this activity to be the launcher file, then I just need to provide intent filter here, and in intent filter I can use action, Android name, and here I can just copy this whole code. This code will come under this part, and now this will be our launcher activity, and I can remove this. But as our code is present in main activity, so we will leave it as it is, and we don't need this intent filter right now. So now we will move on to the next part, that is our coding part. So basically what we want to do with the app. So we are making an app which will show us the number. Yeah, let me show you the screen again. Activity main. Yeah. So if I click on roll, there must be a random number in between 1 to 6, including 1 and 6 obviously, like a die. When we click on roll, or when we throw a die, then it shows us number between from 1 to 6. So we need to build that app only for now. Yeah, so we will move on to the code part now. Here I have initialized a variable named roll button, and now I have initialized that this is a button type variable. That roll button is a button type variable, and I have attached the ID here with the help of find view by ID. The roll button dot set on click listener. This set on click listener provide the functionality, that what will be the functionality performed on click. As the name suggests, when we click on the button, what will the button do? That part is defined in these braces. These. So here is our roll dice function. We don't need any semicolon or closing terminators in Kotlin. So it is like this only. And here is our roll dice function. When I come to roll dice function, here you can see I have a variable random int. Random int is a variable which will get us the value from 1 to 6. How? With the help of random function. We have initialized the minimum and maximum number here, 1 and 6. If I do it 7, then it will now give me the number between from 1 to 7. But of course we need till 6, so we will keep it 6. Now here is our variable result text, which is of type text view. Text view is our another view, as we put it in here. Now our ID for text view is result text. So while initializing, we will use this ID in our find view by ID function. So coming to that part, now here our find view by ID function, r.id.result text, the same ID that we have provided in XML. If I will use something else here, then it will provide me error. It is showing me if I keep it as it is, then it is showing me error. You can see unresolved reference. So I need to write that ID only. Okay. Now, if moving on to next part, this is our text view and this is our number. Number means like our numeric number between from 1 to 6. So this is an integer, random int, and this is our text view. Text view generally contains string. So we will convert this integer into string part and then assign it. Result text dot text dot text is a function which will assign the output to text view. We are basically setting the output to text here. Now random int dot toString. ToString is the function to convert integer to string. Now we want to change the image to, like let's say I want to this. For now, let's ignore this part. We will move on to this part later on. Okay, let's just run this function for now. Let's see if there is any error or not, if it's working or not. Till then, if you have any doubts, let me know. Sayam, do anyone have any doubt? Uh,
Yeah,
Let me
some
check
doubts
the
are there.
question. Yeah, please let me know.
Yeah, what is the difference between linear and relative layout?
Okay, so in linear layout, we have like we can only provide horizontal or vertical only. But in a relative layout, we initialize the views with respective to each other, like we are relating them with each other. In constraint layout, as you are checking right now, I have provided this like I am relating it to the parent. But in relative, we don't need to provide them parent. We can just relate between the views only. I
Which
hope.
language is
Yeah.
used for Android Studio, Java, or Kotlin, and why?
Sorry, the question is not clear. The
Uh,
language used are Java and Kotlin, but why?
yeah, means why these two languages are used, and both if is both used or only one.
Okay, we can use both the languages. Like in currently this app, I have initialized a Java class and Kotlin class. Here you can see the second activity too is Java. Yeah, this class is of Java type and this is of Kotlin. You can see here that K is shown for Kotlin and Java for here. So we can say that these two are interconvertible. Like we can use both of them, but not in the same class. Obviously, we can use them in different class and in a single project.
One
I
thing I
hope
want to add,
here.
like why we are doing Kotlin over the Java here, like Kotlin give you a chance, like a whole community of the Android native is shifting over the Kotlin, and all the new updates come by the Google will be on the Kotlin only. So that's why the Google is promoting Kotlin more and more.
Okay, so now our app has run. Let me show you something. Yeah, so here is my phone, and the same layout is shown in this phone. Am I visible on Meet? Wait. Yeah. So here you can see that this is my phone, and here is a button roll. If I click on this, here it comes a random number one. I am going to click it again and again. You can see that our limit is still six, so it won't cross six number anytime. And our image is not changing. It is our fixed images. These are our default images. So it will keep it as it is. Now, what if I want to change the image to? So for that part, let me continue the talk. Okay, yeah. Same till then. If anyone has any doubt, please let me know. We will continue that part later on, or should I continue this part first? Same.
Yeah, sure, you can continue.
Okay. So here is our if else conditions that I have made. Like if our random integer is 1, so what I am doing is I am setting the image to 1. These are some fixed images that I have downloaded from internet, and I have put them in drawable folder. So here you can see for 5 I have used this image, for 4 I have used this image, and for initial this is the image that I have placed in a src parameter in Android activity main file. Here you can see. Okay, with the help of this src you can initialize any image to image view. And if I go on 1, then 1 will be this image, 6 will have this image, 3 will have this image, and 2 will have this image. I hope you all got that point, that I have downloaded these images from internet. So there is nothing science or anything to learn. You just need to paste these images in the drawable folder. Okay. So now moving on to our coding part. So what I want is, after getting 1, our image should be of 1 only, not a general image. It should show 1 like this. And if I am getting 2 as random number, then it should show 2. And if I'm getting 3, then it should show 3. Or if I'm getting 4, then it should show 4, and so on. Okay, so for that part I have used if else. If I am getting random int 1, equal to will is the relative operator that I am using, and if it is equal to 1, then I will set the image to 1. By chance, if I am getting 7 or something, then the image will keep as it is, because there is no else part, so nothing will happen, nothing will change. The image will stay as it is, as it was. Okay, so let's now run this app again, and let's see what happens. Yeah, till then we can continue with the doubts. Sayam, please let me know if I can solve any other doubts.
Yes, one doubt is there. For what purpose Android Studio is used?
Okay, so Android Studio is just the IDE. You can use it to code, or like, I don't know the question specifically, but according to me, it's an ID, and you can just use it to code. There is no other use for that.
Actually, Android Studio have pre-built plugins also. You can use Jet also, like Firebase plugin, where you can easily connect your app with the plugin, and
Yeah, I
it
mean
will
that
directly
part
connect
is
it to
of the
Firebase.
ID. Like there are functionalities, extra functionalities with the code that you can use easily. We
Yeah.
will come to that part later, Firebase part. Uh, so now I have run again the app. Let me show you guys. Yes, oh, I have run in this app again. Let me keep it. Yeah, this. So yeah, if I click on roll, I will get 5, and for 5, I am getting the image of 5. You can see that image is changing after getting the random number. My image is also changing. Like I am clicking on roll, and the as the number changes, the image also changes. So this is how our dice roller app works. Now I have a interesting homework for you all that you can try to complete, which is you can try to place animation in this part. Okay, with the help of animation you can roll the dice and then show the number or image. So that part must be done by you. We are not feeding everything. So for that, animation can be used by you. You can check out Stack Overflow and other things and developer Android documentation. So Sayam, should I move on to intent part, or are you going to? Should we start with the outs first?
You can directly shift to intent part.
Okay, so let's move to intent part. Now let's say I have this all thing, but I want to make another button. Let me provide another button here. So I will make button. Here I will go with wrap content, and now I will provide some text. Text will be go to next. Okay. Now I will bold this text. So text style, bold, italic. Now I have bold and italic the part, the text part. Now I will provide the constraints. Constraint top to bottom of @ID, and this will be our role. Bottom to bottom of parent. As you can see that go to next is shifting from top to here, and now I will provide left and right constraints. Left to left of parent, right to right of parent. Here I will close the button, but you can see there is no error that I am getting. Okay, so this is the part. Now one more thing that I would like to add here, that is on click function. Now what will happen on click? For that purpose I am using this, and I will write some function name that I need in my main code. Let me write next screen. So create next screen view in main activity. I just click on this. Now here is a button. Here it comes. So what will I do here? I will use an intent. For moving from one screen to another screen, we use intent. It's like a navigation part. Intent, application context, comma, second activity. Yeah. Class dot Java. Now we have initialized the intent, but what to do? We need to start the intent to go to the next screen. Start activity is intent. So this is it. Now we can go to the next screen with the help of this intent. Intent are our asynchronous tasks. Asynchronous tasks are those which are done in other thread, not in the main thread. Threads are like the parallel processes. Like if I am doing a process on main thread, These are all things that are done on main thread. But if I'm doing something in parallel thread, then it will be called uh, asynchronous task. Okay, so let's try to run this again. Till then, let's go to the doubts part. Same, can you tell me other questions?
Yeah, just no question till yet. Any other DSC got any other question? If anyone have any question, you can unmute yourself and can ask. Be free, guys. Okay, Tanuj, Nikunj, we can move ahead.
Okay, yeah, so let me show my app. The It has run. Here you can see success, operation succeeded. So now I will show you the my webcam. Yeah, so here you can see in this part. Sorry, let me move to this part. Yeah, so if I talk about this one, so here we have our app, and here you can see that it has roll button, and other button is there now. Go to next screen. Go to next. So we will just click on roll first and check if it's functioning or not. It's functioning very well. Now we will click on next button, go to next. So it is going on next screen, as you can see, and our app name is showing on the top. Okay, now with the help of back button, we can come to back screen as it is, and keep clicking on roll button. So this is how intent work. From one screen we can go to other screen. Our other screen don't have any layout right now, so it's showing the blank. Otherwise, there will be something. So now let's move on to the next part of intent. There are two types of intent. This one is explicit intent. But what about implicit intent? The implicit intent is used to do some actions like sending a mail or going to a specific URL or doing some other task like performing actions and uh, resending the mail or other things. Like, I think I got some doubt. Which ID is good, Android Studio or IntelliJ IDEA, and why? Okay, so IntelliJ IDEA is the ID which is already built in Android Studio. So both are same. You can't distinguish between them. These are the same ID. Android Studio is you can say it's more than an ID. It provides other functionalities like plugins and other things. Okay, so I will say Android Studio is better, but for Java, if you want to do coding in Java and you don't have any development purpose, then you can definitely go to IntelliJ. I hope the doubt is clear now. What is constraint layout? Okay, so it's a view group where you can constrain the layer views. Like you can, how can I explain this? Okay, let me go to layout screen first. Yeah. So constraint is something which you have binded with your view group. Okay. So here I have attached this string with the main thread so that it won't move further. Otherwise, if I will not constrain this part, then it can go to here or anywhere on the screen, which will be like which won't be beneficial for us. Okay. Hello. I hope this doubt is clear. Manas, if you have any further doubt, please let me know. Okay, so now moving on to our implicit intent part. How can we code that part? So for that, we don't need to do much. We will just keep the intent part and delete this thing. We will write action. Sorry, uh, intent dot action. Now action can be of any type like action answer, app error, or there are so many actions that we can perform with the help of this intent. You can see action default, define, delete, or action in edit. So these are so many actions that we can perform with the help of intent. We can go to other app, we can go to other website, or we can open that, or we can go to Google Maps, show the location. We can provide some data to other apps with the help of action. There are so many things that we can do with the help of action, but for now we will go to action view. And in action view, what we will do is we will go to a specific website. Okay. So here you can see that can provide here any website link. Like I will use for now. mm, Let me just close this braces. HTTPS slash slash www.google.com. Okay. So this is our intent. Now I will just start activity intent. Here I can see no error. If I will remove this brace, then I can see here error, which will tell me that here is something wrong. So this is how you can see that if you have any error in syntax or not. Okay. Now I will try to run this part again and click on next thing so that I will get to know if my this intent is working or not. So this is an example of implicit intent. Okay, so now let me show you as our app has run now. So yeah, here's this one, and if I will click on go to screen, go to next, then it is going to Google URL because we have provided the Google URL in our intent. I hope you are getting this part. We will back it again and click on roll. The roll function is again working. We will go to next. Go to next will go on Google. Now we can provide any link here. Let's just try to change the link and go to that URL. So for now, I will try to, let's just say I want to go to n.studyjam URL. Wait, let me just clear this one. Yeah. So if I want to go to n.studyjam URL, n.studyjam So here it is. So yeah, this is the one. So let me just copy this URL and paste in our app. Then we will try if it will work or not. Okay, so it has some authorization, the other things. We will remove these things for now. We will just go on study jams, okay, or on courses. Okay, so now we will run this part again. And let's see if it worked. Same till then we have any doubts, you can ask me.
Yeah, we have some doubts.
Okay.
One asked, what should be preferred, Java or Kotlin for Android development?
Okay, so nowadays I will prefer Kotlin, but before Kotlin, I used to prefer Java or on any cross platform application development language like Flutter or React Native. But nowadays I will prefer Kotlin because all the development nowadays is done on Kotlin, and the new updates are coming in Kotlin only, not in Java, as Google has deprecated his support from Java. So now we have only Kotlin for Android development. So obviously I will prefer Kotlin over Java right now.
Um, is app is built, or I should ask
Uh,
another?
you can ask me another. Let me just check it out. It's installing. Yeah, operation succeeded. Let me check. Yeah. So let me show you the app. And then we will go to the doubt section. Okay, yeah. So here is our application, and you can see that if I will go to next, then it is going to the URL of Android Study Jam. This is the URL that we have provided. You can see on top. So this is how implicit intent work. If you have any doubt, let me know. I will try to clear your doubt. Sayam, is there anything that I can show them or can try to implement? Or we have covered all the things?
Yeah, for now, its session has been too long, like it's 1 hour 3 minutes.
Okay, I think it's short. I have completed it in 1 hour, so that's really
Yeah, like it's great stuff.
uh, that's I think because I haven't coded much yet. I have already coded it, so that's why it's completed. Yeah.
It's,
So are there any doubts that I can try to resolve?
there's one last doubt, maybe. What is the minimum requirement for installing Android Studio?
Okay, so for Android Studio, you must have 8 GB RAM. And Sayam, would you like to take that question and show him system specifications that are present on your slide?
Yeah, let me see once.
Let me
One.
stop sharing, and you can present your screen.
Yeah, there is an all specification. Um, in the Windows, you have
Same, please
Microsoft
read me.
Windows 7,
Read.
8, and 10 window version, which is should be a 64-bit. 4 GB RAM is minimum required. 8 GB is recommended, and 2 GB available disk minimum space should be there, and 4 GB it will work good. 1.5 GB for Android SDK, and minimum screen size is
Sayam,
1280.
Sayam,
Yeah.
hello. Please view mute from one side because your voice is repeating.
Uh, I have to be on both the side. It's only repeating for you because you are at both side with me.
Okay, yeah, sure, sorry.
Okay, for the Mac, it's and, OS should be 10.10, and higher maybe work like 10.14. 4 GB minimum requirement, and 8 GB will work fine. And 2 GB available disk should be there, and screen size is resolution is same. For the Linux, there should be Genome or KDE desktop, and 64-bit, and it will also run over the 32-bit applications, and 4 GB RAM is the minimum requirement, and 8 GB is recommended for you. And what thing I tell you, like for the virtual studio and all that, you need like if you have GPU and GPU, it will be work more faster. These are the minimum requirements, like these are the showing minimum requirements, but you have to be patient while working over these type of PCs. Okay, if you have the graphic card, it will be plus point for you, like it will work faster, like the load will be paralyzed in the manner. So these are all the minimum requirements for that. So guys, thank you for the joining our session. Any doubts there? You can free to ask any doubt. Yes. Thank you, Tarun and Nikunj. It's a great day with you. Like you explain each and everything very nicely. And I thank all the DSC for the collaboration for the success of this program. And there is much more things in the upcoming sessions, so I just request you guys to enroll. I will share the link how to enroll in the study jam which was there, and you can also get the certificates for that. So please complete the both the track and try to complete prior track so that you can easily get the certificate. So that's all for the today. Thank you guys.